welcome to the stage the hilarious Jasmine Ellis.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. It's my whole dream to be played on. Thank you. I was gonna let you keep going and try to, only thing is I looked at your piano and it didn't look sturdy enough to support me. So I was like, that part of the dream will never happen. I'm just gonna croon a little bit, just talking to, she's got on a black shirt. Just. Don't tempt me. Oh man, I'm not a good singer. I wish I was. I have the average amount of light-skinned black girl talent. You know what I mean? Not enough to really make it, but I can hum the background of a few songs. I could be that girl that you're like, she was in a group. I was. I am so excited to be here. I live here in Austin, but I'm originally from the Dallas area. Anybody? Cool. I said Dallas area because I'm from Arlington. Yeah. You give no fucks about Arlington and you know it. Nobody cares about Arlington. Here's the thing about Arlington is it's one of those boring cities next to a cool city. And it's when you live in a boring city next to a cool city, you always are a little defensive about it because you know no one really cares. This is how I know no one cares. When I went to see Beyonce and Jay-Z at the AT&T Stadium, which is in Arlington, Beyonce said, "Dallas, are you ready?" And I said, "Yes!" I did not stand up on my chair and go, "Actually, we have a thriving community, a university, an amusement park, and 2 Raising Cane's." I didn't do that. Oh, I would never talk back to the queen. I would never. By the way, if you don't like Beyonce, get out. Seriously, I will stop comedy and become the bouncer for this event. And I can escort you the fuck out of Austin. And maybe off this planet. I won't allow it. My love of Beyonce is so unhealthy too. In my early 20s, I used to be a little thinner and I was a lot blonder and I used to wear my hair straight a lot. So if you squinted your whole face, it worked. It did. And now I think I look like Beyonce, but only if you run past me real fast. The threshold's gone down. You gotta be moving now. It's weird. When someone tells me I look like Beyonce, it makes my whole day. And as long as they just say it and then don't add any conditions to it. But there's always a condition. One of my friends told me I look like Beyonce, but only if I lift my chin up. Yeah, all 2017, I was just, It hurts. It physically hurts. I waxed my nose to look more like Beyonce in photos. It's a problem. It's so problematic. The one time that I got confused for Beyonce that I will never forget, and I want put on my headstone, Jasmine Ellis, sometimes she's Beyonce. That's what. The one time it happened that I will hold on to for the rest of my life, I was at a Sonic in Oak Cliff, Texas. That's another little hood-adjacent city outside of DFW. Nothing special. And I was at Sonic at 11 o'clock at night because shakes are half price in the summer. If y'all take anything out of this, shakes are half price in the summer. Seriously, come to my next show. Bring me a fudge shake. Make sure it's sealed because I don't trust y'all, but bring me a fudge shake. It would make my day. So I ordered my fudge shake and my chili cheese coney, and then the girl bringing the food, this poor thing, her hands were shaking so hard. The whole tray was just trembling, and she was like, here's your chili cheese coney, thank you. And I was like, thank you so much. And she was like, oh my God. Until I heard you speak, I really thought you were Beyonce. I said, young lady, did you think Beyonce was at the Sonic you work at 11 o'clock at night? in a very used Mazda. You see what you want to see, man. You believe it. You believe it when you want to believe it. I should have just been like, thank you. Like, if you get breathy enough, like, maybe. I don't know. Unhealthy, like I said, it's unhealthy. Another unhealthy thing I did recently is I recently, well, this is not unhealthy, but I recently got married. That was the good part. But I stopped being a bride. And that's the hard part. See, no one tells you what it's like to come down from that power. No one wants to admit it because the bridezilla stereotype is outdated and it's horrible and it's not fair. We put a crazy amount of pressure on a woman and then go, oh my God, why do you seem stressed? Like, if any of you had to order for 30 of your friends at a restaurant, you would lose your shit. You would lose I don't know. I didn't know you were allergic to chicken today. You would... You know what? Why don't you be gluten-free when I'm not in love? You would... It gets to you. The pressure gets to you. But what no one tells you is the power gets to you. Because your real friends who understand that you're just in a stressful situation and it will pass, they become really diligent and they kind of became like your soldiers. And it's a good feeling for a little bit. But the thing is one day it ends. And you go from having like 7, hardworking employees to having just one who barely listens to you. And he owns half the company. You're like, this is where I fucked up. I should have stayed engaged. I played the game all wrong. Because when you're engaged, when you have a wedding coming up, if you tell someone it's for my wedding, they drop everything. Restaurant, and it doesn't matter. They're like, it's for my wedding, I'll help, whatever. There's nothing else in my life that I can do that about. I'm never gonna be able to kick down a door and just be like, it's for Black History Month, all right? Don't ask questions. Sojourner Truth needs this. I'll never get that moment. Never again. Never, ever again. But that's fine. Though, like, I do really get into, like, holidays and planning and stuff like that. That's, like, a favorite thing of mine. I love Halloween so much. I love Halloween, but I'm a little less enthusiastic about it now that I'm, like, an adult. Because, I don't know, I've hit this wave where, like, all of my costumes require too much explanation, and it's just not worth it. So I was Madonna like 2 years ago, and I did like the 80s quintessential like a virgin, big hair, boy toy belt, off the shoulder shirt. Why do I look like that today? It's a moment. It's a moment, okay? I had the whole Madonna look down, and all night people were like, what are you supposed to be? It hurt my feelings. And then finally someone was like, oh, I get it. You're like Black Madonna. And I was like, well, I am Madonna. And I am Black, so yeah. But it pissed me off because I was like, does that mean I'm just like limited to specific Black like costumes? Like, because I didn't want to be Rosa Parks. I felt like, because if I got to be Black for white references, that's limited. That I would have to be Rosa Parks, like, literally, and bring a bus bench with me. Like, y'all get it? Do you, like, I really want to get up. Do you get it? The references are so limited. I have a front seat to criticizing the whites now that I've married one. I've infiltrated you. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, too, because my mom's real old-fashioned, and she called me after Thanksgiving with his family, and she was like, how'd it go? And I was like, oh, it was great. It was really fun. I was like, the food was okay. And she goes, well, you got to learn to cook those recipes. Because you one of them now. It's like, I'm not even taking his last name. Like, that's not how any of this works. She was serious. She's like, you were white. I accept you for who you are. White. I don't know. I love my husband. He's a lot of fun. He's a great guy. It is interesting being in an interracial marriage. And I don't wake up every day and just go, hashtag interracial love, hashtag swirl, hashtag chocolate vanilla. Like, it's not a point of pride of me to be in a relationship with a white person. It doesn't, I mean, I love him for who he is, but it's not like this is who I am. But people get weird about it. Specifically, sometimes black men. They really, like, want to challenge me on it. They'll come up to me like, so you must hate yourself, huh, queen? You called me queen, so I'm still listening. But I'm upset. Yeah, you must, I don't understand. How can you look at yourself? How can you be with a white man after all we've been through? I was like, I'm with a white man because a white man bought me a beer. My love was $4. Where were you? Thank you guys so much. I'm Jasmine Ellis. Thank you.